will return to Butta. I'm your host, Critical, and my co-host,
Wheezy Butter. And today's topic, we talking about why shouldn't we work for ourselves in 2023 and not others? Why shouldn't we work for ourselves? Why should we work for ourselves and why shouldn't we work for ourselves is the question. Should we be working for ourselves in 2023? Let them know why we should be working for ourselves and not others.
We should be. There's no question about that, because we're our own best interest. Now, don't get me wrong, other companies, I say some companies have good incentives and perks and everything. However, the long run, you want to build your own wealth and build generational wealth. So working for self is the optimal goal.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like the fact that sometimes working for yourself, you'll put in more hours. However, I'd rather work 100 hours for myself than work 30 hours for someone else.
Yeah.
Because if I work that 100 hours for myself, that's more than I have to myself than I do in those 30 hours that I work for someone else.
That's facts. That's law. Yeah, what you said, man. I found myself working by being a multiple business owner. I find myself working a lot of hours, man. You don't get no sleep, you don't get no rest, and to be successful, you got to constantly be on it. So, if you in the market to become a business owner, LLC carrier, or non-profit organization, just understand this. It's a lot of work. Go ahead,
Yes, it's a lot of work. However, the work that you put in and pay off if you make the right moves.
Yeah, you got to
Working
make the
for
right move.
yourself,
Yeah.
you don't want to get into something where the market is saturated. That's what happens often. We'll get into a saturated market.
Yes, sir.
And you're wasting your time just because you see everybody making shirts. Why jump into making shirts? You see, the market is already saturated with making shirts. Do something different. Try to be creative. Because if you're jumping in the big ocean with the same little minnow or same little bait, everybody else, your chances are less likely to catch a fish or win. So you want to get into something that's going to be lucrative, something that you like doing, because generally it's going to have to start off as a hobby. Most businesses, small businesses, and people who get into working for themselves, it start off as a hobby, something they like doing. And if it's something you really enjoy doing, you won't get tired of doing it. But if you don't like it, it's a drudging thing, like it is. It's hard to get up and go to some of those factories and warehouses and things of that nature and do the same mechanical thing that's going to be replaced with a machine here pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna tell you like this: it's already replaced, man. When you go in a lot of these food places, if you notice, you be ringing yourself out and there just be one person watching the stuff and somebody at the door. It's already started, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I always bring the future up, because, you know, we already in the future. I don't want nobody to think we ain't in the future. We don't really have to use gas, and gas cars are going to obsolete pretty soon, because I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of these car dealerships, they can't even keep these cars. They're getting tired of these cars, but you still got to keep some gas powered cars around, because some of these electric cars is burning up, of course, because it's still like he said, you know, it start off as something that you wanted, you know, as a little hobby, then, you know, it turns serious. You know, that's what happening with the technology. But the technology has been old and it's been around for over 20 some odd years without us paying attention to it. Now a guy just posted up on social media the other day. Well, today I saw it, but it was some other day, but I ended up seeing it on TikTok strolling, and the guy was like, "What the F?" And then he was cursing and everything, and he was like, I'm like, and you see it was in Washington, D.C. Do you want to know what happened, Unc?
Oh, tell me.
Uh, it was 4 dogs in the street. If you look this up right now, 4 robot dogs with guns on their back coming out of the office, patrolling like 2 men with briefcases.
Yeah.
And they was armed dogs with
Yeah.
but robot dogs with guns on their back
Yeah.
in Washington D.C.
Yeah. The bodyguards.
I ain't mean to go off course, but I'm just trying to let you know that the technology will take your job. You see, it already took bodyguards' jobs.
Oh yeah, it's taking a lot of jobs.
Took the clerks' jobs. Took the writers' jobs. You want me to keep naming stuff?
I mean, you can go on and on and on. So, for yourself, you will if you're working for yourself, you're not looking for a replacement for yourself.
No.
Yes, of course, you have money to pay for it. You can automate your stuff, and you can get passive income. But learning about the new currencies, investing, real estate, you gotta have property. That's one of the main things. And I don't care if it's just lots. A lot. You buy a lot in the city. That's property. I don't care if push come to shove, you become like the homeless. Like we went and served the homeless today down up under the bridge. We served them lunch. And you have your own a piece of property, you can go pitch you a tent. They can't tell you to move from on your own property. Pitch your own tent if you have to. But owning land is a very important piece of your strategy in order to be successful in any type of business. If you own the land, you can build, you can put whatever you want there. You can make your own little world. It might take you forever. I've known people who was building on houses for 20 years. They eventually got done with it. Some didn't, but they eventually got done with it. But you have to start. And you have to not be afraid to take your last. I've started businesses with my last $50. Go buy the only money I had was the money to buy the license. Didn't know where I was going to have the operating funds from. However, I knew if I didn't do it for myself, I wouldn't have anything.
Right.
Some people have to do it for themselves, or else they'll just give up and be like the people that we were serving today. They can only look for a meal. Now their whole concentration is how am I going to eat for this day. And it's not working because working requires them to be cleaned up and all other type of things that they have to have.
Yeah, that's facts, man. I encourage anybody who gonna do their business, like he said. You know what I'm saying? Don't jump in the ocean full of sharks, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're trying to swim with the sharks and you a dolphin. It's not gonna work. But you can you most definitely, if you're gonna get into business, always trying to get something to solve a problem. You want something that can solve a problem. Like you said, everybody making t-shirts. You can still make your t-shirts, but make sure you figure out something to make that t-shirt be very unique. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way, and that's just what's going on, man. But other businesses, and we need a little bit of everybody. We just don't need people making t-shirts. We need people coming up with cures and technology and things to make it more easy on a human being life span, and so we won't have to work as hard, and people can still make money. So we need people developing things and coming up with things. So more smart people. We calling out the world to all the smart people. We want you to be smart. We want you to learn as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Learning is key, man. Let's be smart. Let's put it to work. And man, just look how great you can be if you just put it to work. Don't give up and don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it to the top and become something. You don't have to give up. You don't have to stop. You can get advice from people. It's people out here that's giving away game. You can listen to us. You can get game. I'm gonna have we got a guide that you guys gonna have to download. But the only way you be able to download this guide is if you give us, you know what I'm saying, the correct email address and everything. That's the only way you're gonna get it, and it'll show you how to get business and start businesses, get your stuff together for the people who don't know how to do it. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I recommend everybody to have some type of what they call a side hustle.
Yeah, need a side hustle.
It's a possibility that it could turn into something full time.
To your main hustle. Your side hustle could turn into your main hustle, and it's for real.
And it doesn't take an arm and a leg. It just takes a little diligence. It takes commitment.
And belief and drive, and self-motivation, self-talks. Because you're going to have to do a lot of self-talking, boy.
But if you put enough into anything, you get out of what you put in it. Bottom line. If I put my all into it, I'm going to get my all out. If my all is low quality, then I'm going to get low quality back. It's simple as that. So don't be mediocre. Yeah, that's the bottom line. Have pride about whatever it is that you do. I know that I do. And I've had several different businesses where it's dealing with people, dealing with customers. And it's nothing like a disgruntled customer. So you want to make sure that the percentage of customers that are happy with whatever work you do for them, the service you provide, or goods that you give them, sell them, you want to have happy customers. And that thing about the customer is always right. Yes and no. Customer is always right when a customer is right. Now, you have some crooks and all types of scammers and everything. That's not a right customer. So, never play yourself for a rude, obnoxious customer that wants to be just out of line. But there are some. I've seen some stuff that's just ridiculous. I looked at one thing that was posted, and there was a person working in the drive-thru, and something happened where a customer reached in and slapped the woman or something, and the woman couldn't take it, so she jumped out the window into the car and started fighting the woman. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But I can understand. She wasn't getting slapped in the face, and she was up there trying to do her job.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't know the dialogue or anything, whether she was in the wrong. It was kind of funny.
That's crazy. Like, she got slapped, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I know she were to kill something, Customers ain't always right. We know that part, you know what I'm saying? So
They're always right, so we can get rid of that myth there. They come up there tripping at times, and sometimes we have to let them know.
Yeah, my daughter had an incident inside of her workplace before. My oldest daughter, man, she had an incident, and she, girls came up in there messing with them inside of the store and stuff. I'm like, these people is crazy inside of, trying to steal and trying to take stuff out of the stores and everything, man. These people is crazy, and they get mad when they get caught. They ready to fight the girls. They kids, they got their little first jobs and second jobs and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, this is crazy, man. Customers aren't always right, but let's treat the ones right that you got. You treat your customers good because they spend their money with you. You know what I'm saying? And spend black. But let's make sure when we doing black business that we doing it the right way as well. You know what I'm saying? There it is.
Yeah, let's deal with like 10 good startups. If you want to get into working for yourself, suggestions, 10 of them. And, according to some of the statistics, I won't say the specific ones that I'm using because they're different. Everybody has their own statistics and they do their own surveys. But up at number one, they've got cleaning services. Cleaning services have become very popular, because nobody wants to clean. And they haven't gotten machines to do it all yet. You know, you have machines can do some of it. Like you can add those machines to your cleaning service. That's being innovative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say for instance, like you clean homes. It'd be a good investment to invest into one of those little rovers. You know, you can go in as soon as you go in the house. Boom, the rover's going to go and vacuum the whole deal for you. You know, that's done by the robot. And you do your other little stuff that you have to do. You follow me?
Yep.
But you know, start a cleaning business is easy. You can start a cleaning business, man, with a little bit of capital. You don't have to have a lot of money.
You get your mop, your bucket, your vacuum,
Yes.
your LC. Get you a little black and white flyer. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You get in the streets and you put that sucker everywhere. I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, but it can happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't think it can't happen.
You
It's
know.
easy breezy, man. It's easy to start you some stuff up and get you some money. Like you say, to start off as a hobby, next thing you know, it'll be a real business. You'll be making real paper.
I mean, it could just be your part-time thing. You turn it into a full-time cleaning. I have a partner who cleans office buildings.
Yeah, he ain't got them contracts doing good.
Yeah, she gets contracts to clean various different places. You go in there and you do your clean. You keep it moving. That's a good business to be into if you want, you know, some suggestions. Then you got like people who write. If you're good with that, man, freelance writing, it's another business, you know, that you can go into. Always selling on Amazon, you know, Kindle, your books and stuff, you know, publish books. You do that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, publish books. I mean, you know,
You know, we got a couple ebooks out.
exactly.
My social
And
posts. Yeah. My
they
bad.
can, you know, a lot of the young people who they're babysitting anyway. You can transpose that into daycare. You don't have to have 20, 30 children. That's when you make a whole bunch of money, you know. But you could have a small amount and make a decent amount of money with daycare.
Yeah, make a lot of money with daycare centers.
Yeah,
People.
cleaning and walking dogs and stuff like that, pets. Take care of pets. People, that's a pretty good hustle for people who love animals.
Yeah, people spend their money on their animals, boy. To walk them and
Mm-hmm.
take care of them, bathe them, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dog sure go to the, we maintenance our dog, spend good money on our dog. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. So it's a lot of businesses you can get into. So when you want to start something, man, you know what I'm saying, you research that thing you want to start. You know what I'm saying? You do your research on how much money it's making, you know what I'm saying? I suggest if from one city and you've been to another city or something, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of like swap out ideas, but you can't be that person. But like I always tell people, it's like the loaf of bread effect. You know, some of these companies are different companies, but when you go in the bread aisle, I don't eat bread like that. I used to eat bread, but when you go in the bread aisle and you see all that bread over there, and you want to get you some, you might just get you some Wonder Bread. But you see the generic bread up under there. You don't know nothing about that bread. You end up getting some of that bread. You know what I'm saying? You probably run out. If they run out of Wonder Bread, you end up getting that bread. But if some people have been eating white bread so long, they be like, damn, I eat me some wheat bread. So now you get you some wheat bread. And cause they don't got no more white bread or no Wonder Bread, all that's gone. So now you got you some wheat bread. They run out of wheat bread. They end up getting some of that rye bread. You don't even really like rye bread, but when you got it, you like, damn, I cook that Philly cheesesteak on that rye bread, so it end up being good. So now you got the rye bread. They run out of rye bread. Now you got potato bread, and I can just keep going on and on. But all these different breads, all of them don't be made from the same company all the time. But it's a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, those are different companies. So your stuff will come up off the shelf as long as you put it on the shelf. It might take some time, you know what I'm saying, because sometimes people sell out, you know what I'm saying, and then they just got to grab what they see, and it can just be you, you know what I'm saying. So you can always put your stuff on the shelf and get it going. That's why you see one gas station is across the street from the next gas station. So stop having the mentality feeling like if you in a lane that you couldn't get no money. You get some money, man. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying, market yours a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? That's how I go. You know, that's just game, and that's just real spill. Yeah, you know, so I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the bread, man, you know, it's a lot of bread companies out here that's making billions of dollars, like just billions of dollars. So I'm just saying you can get on the shelf. That's metaphorically, and that's real life still too. Like if you want to make some bread, you can probably make some bread and get in that $1 billion game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of bread companies out there that made billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just saying that to say, if somebody in the same lane as you, don't mean you can't be great in that same lane. Just because somebody's great, you can be great. If they're in the same lane, you can be in the same lane. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just gonna be going your speed, they gonna be going their speed. You know what I'm saying? Just stay up off their tail, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. If the tables turn there, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they just stay off your tail, you know? Yeah. But sometimes you can be in the same lane with people and still be going and still be doing good, you know? If that make any sense, you know? I hope that makes some sense. So yeah, you know how they say stay in your own lane? Sometimes you gotta be in the same lane with other people. And then you'll still be going the same way, you know what I'm saying? But everybody end up getting off somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
At their own destination.
Huh?
At their own destination.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, you can get on that, you can get that bread, man. You can be on the shelf too, man. Don't hate. Basically that's what that is too. Don't hate on the next man, you know. Don't hate because somebody doing the same thing you doing. You do yours a little better. You know, competition is what it is. That life is like that. You know, there's a lot of competition in the world. You know, monkey see, monkey do world. You know, that type of theory that shit is real. You know, trend. You know, those words, trend and all that. You know, there's different stuff like that. Yeah. So, you know, so that's all I gotta say, y'all, about this. You know, get your money, stay focused, don't hate, do what you love, research your stuff, get your LLCs, your EINs, you know what I'm saying, open your bank accounts, you know, stay focused, stay positive, that type of stuff, man. You got anything else, or you wanna tell these people the name of this podcast?
Well, first off, if this to do, it's up to you. This is the inevitable return to Butta. And we out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.
Inevitable return to
Butta.